everyone. Today we are going to read this awesome story of the Temple Times, the not so curious kind. Pandora Tells All. So far you guys have listened to or read Pandora and Pandora's Box. And in this story, you are going to hear and see from Miss Pandora's perspective. As you can see right here, there's Pandora. And it says, "Not me, knock knock jokes. I don't even say who's there." And then perfectly perplexed and Zeus's nifty gifty. So we have her telling her story of the events and seeing what happened from her point of view. Are you ready? So let us start. In Greek mythology, Pandora was a woman created by the gods. She was given many gifts, including beauty, charm, and knowledge of the arts. But this lovely woman was no gift for humans. She was sent to earth as a punishment. Zeus, the king of the gods, was angry because Prometheus had stolen fire from the gods and given it to humans. He chained Prometheus to a rock. Every day a giant bird came and pecked at Prometheus's liver. Ew. But Zeus's anger wasn't finished. He ordered a woman to be made out of clay and given as a bride to Epimetheus, Prometheus's brother. As a wedding present, Zeus gave the couple a vase, but told them that they must never, ever open it. Just as Zeus had planned, Pandora was overtaken by curiosity. She opened the vase, and out flew all of the sorrows that troubled humankind today: disease, hunger, old age, and war. By the time Pandora replaced the lid, hope was all that was left inside. That's the classic version of the story, one you might know. But how would Pandora tell it? "I didn't do it. It wasn't me who opened that vase against Zeus's orders and let out all those awful troubles. People say my curiosity got the best of me. Please, I'm not the curious type at all. When someone tells a knock-knock joke, I don't even say who's there. No, I didn't do it, but I know who did." Let's start at the beginning. My beginning. My very first memory was of being presented to the gods. Hephaestus, my creator, led me by the hand. "Ta-da," he said. "She's my best work yet." "She's beautiful," Aphrodite agreed, "but she needs a few finishing touches." She sprinkled glitter on me. Instantly, my hair became as shiny as a jewel, my skin as smooth as pearls. Athena draped me in fine cloths. "But looks aren't everything," she said. Then she touched my forehead, and my mind was suddenly whirling with images of fantastic needlework and paintings, and somehow I knew exactly how to create them all. There's Pandora. Hermes simply winked at me. I winked back. He had given me the gifts of charm and cleverness. Then the Graces came fluttering in, adding earrings and bracelets and a necklace. They dressed my head with a crown of spring flowers. Finally, Zeus himself nodded his approval. "Epimetheus will never be able to resist her. She'll bring those humans down a peg or two." The next thing I knew, I was standing with Hermes in front of a house. "Special delivery from Zeus," Hermes announced. Epimetheus opened the door, a cat in his arms. His jaw dropped when he saw me. I think he might have drooled a little. Hermes nudged me and my instincts kicked in. "Hello, I'm Pandora," I said, batting my eyelashes. "What a sweet cat." "Thanks," Epimetheus said shyly. "His name is Cuddles." Hermes looked at his watch. "Oops, gotta go. You kids have fun." You can guess what happened next. Epimetheus and I fell in love, and we got married, and life was good, except for that cat. Oh, I loved Cuddles dearly, but he was always getting into trouble. He batted my bracelets. He helped me cook. He used his tail as a paintbrush. He got stuck in chests, trapped in closets, and tangled in my knitting. One day, soon after we were married, we received a wedding gift from Zeus. It was a large, lovely vase with a lid. Maybe Zeus is finally getting over his grudge about my brother letting people have fire, Epimetheus said. I'm not so sure, I said. After reading Zeus's note, he says we're not supposed to open the vase ever. Do you think he's up to something? That is kind of a strange gift to be like, here's a vase. Don't open it. Epimetheus wasn't worried. I can resist the temptation to open the vase, he said. Can you? Oh, please, I said. The whole world is new to me. Why would I care about a silly old vase? But while we could resist the temptation of opening the vase, Cuddles was after it every chance he got. I wanted to put the vase in the attic, but Epimetheus decided that we should keep it in the living room. He liked showing off the vase to guests. It was a wedding gift from Zeus, he'd say, as they oohed and awed. To me, he'd add, I bet it drives Zeus crazy to see that we're not falling for his tricks. Just don't blame me if Cuddles breaks it someday, I'd tell him. One Saturday morning, I woke up early. I thought I'd surprise my husband by cleaning the house before he got up. I polished and swept my way through every room. Finally, I cleaned everything except the shelf holding our special vase. Unusual, I locked Cuddles in his crate before I cleaned the living room. Usually I lock Cuddles in his crate before leaving the living room. But I found him curled up with Epimetheus, sleeping so peacefully. You'd never guessed what a troublemaker that cat was. I let sleeping cats lie. Ever so carefully, I placed the vase on the floor, and ever so quickly, I polished the shelf. I was just turning around when... What do you think happened? Oh, the noise was deafening, like a million smoke alarms going off. An icy wind whipped through the house, shattering lamps and splintering chairs. Dark shadows flew out at my head like vicious birds. I cried, knowing that nothing in the world would ever be the same. And there was poor Cuddles, crouching in the corner, scared to death by what he had done. What did he do? I groped around for the lid before I slammed it back on the vase. I caught a glimpse of something glowing inside, like a tiny little sun. I knew that all was not lost. Inside the vase was hope. Just then the door exploded. The shadows flew out of our home and blackened the morning sky. Epimetheus dashed into the room. Pandora, Cuddles, are you okay? I could have said I told you so to my husband, but I didn't. I was just glad that we were all safe. So you see, it wasn't my curiosity that changed the world. It was my cat's curiosity. Not that Cuddles is curious anymore. No more chests, closets, or vases for him. These days, he just sticks to laps. So, how is this story different than the one you've read before? How is her story, her version of the events, her first person point of view, different than the one we read the other day? Can't wait to hear what you think. See you soon.